The greatest moment in football history, when the world stood still. Imagine a moment when millions of people around the world stopped everything they were doing. For just a few seconds, there was no war, no politics, no borders, no differences. There was only a football, a stadium, and one unforgettable moment. Football has given us countless legendary nights, moments of glory, heartbreak, courage, and impossible dreams. But sometimes, one moment becomes bigger than the game itself. A moment that lives forever in the memory of millions. This is the story of football's greatest moments, and the night when the world stood still. Chapter 1. More than just a game. Football is often called the world's most popular sport. But football is more than 22 players chasing a ball. It is emotion. It is identity. It is hope. From the streets of South America to the stadiums of Europe, football has connected people across generations. A child kicking a ball in a narrow street can dream of becoming a champion. A small club can defeat a giant. An underdog can rise against all odds. And sometimes, one single match can become part of history. That's why the greatest moments in football aren't always about trophies. Sometimes, they're about what those moments mean to the people watching. Chapter 2. The moment before history. Every legendary moment begins with uncertainty. The stadium is filled with thousands of voices. Fans are screaming.
Players are exhausted. The clock is running out. One team is desperate for victory. The other is fighting to survive. And somewhere in the crowd, millions of people are watching from their homes. They don't know it yet, but history is about to be written. The ball moves forward. One pass. One run. One decision.
And suddenly, everything changes. Chapter 3. When the world stood still. For a brief moment, time seems to slow down. The crowd goes silent. The player sees the opportunity. There is no time to think. Only instinct. Only courage. The shot is taken. And then, silence. For one heartbeat, the entire world seems to stop. Then the ball finds the net, and everything explodes. The stadium erupts. Fans jump into the air. Players run toward each other. Some are crying. Some are celebrating. And millions watching from around the world realize that they have just witnessed something they will never forget. This is what makes football so powerful. A single moment can create a memory that lasts a lifetime. Chapter 4. The Heroes of History. Throughout football history, legendary players have created moments that seemed almost impossible. Pelé inspired generations with his extraordinary skill and helped Brazil become a global football powerhouse. Diego Maradona produced moments of brilliance that became part of football mythology. Zinedine Zidane became one of the defining figures of his generation. And in the modern era, Lionel Messi created a career filled with moments that millions of fans will remember forever. Different generations, different countries, different stories.
But they all share one thing. They understood that football is not only about winning, it is about creating memories. Chapter 5. The Final Whistle. When the final whistle blows, the game is over. But the memory remains. Years pass. Players retire. Stadiums change. New generations arrive. Yet the greatest moments never disappear. They live in old photographs, in television recordings, in stories told by parents to their children, and in the hearts of fans who were lucky enough to witness them. Because football history is not written only in record books. It is written in emotion, in tears, in celebrations, and in those rare moments when millions of people experience the same feeling at exactly the same time. Final chapter: The Legacy. So what is the greatest moment in football history? Perhaps it is impossible to choose just one. Maybe it is the goal that changed a World Cup, the final whistle that crowned a champion,
the underdog victory nobody believed was possible, or the moment a football legend lifted the greatest trophy of them all. But perhaps the greatest moment is something much bigger. It is the moment when football reminds us that despite our differences, we can all feel the same emotion. For one beautiful moment, the world stands still, and everyone watches the game. This is football. This is history. And these are the moments we never forget. If you enjoyed this journey through football history, subscribe to Mysteries of History for more incredible stories from the past. Because history is full of mysteries, and every story deserves to be remembered.